Innovation and technology have played an important role in shaping our digital-first museum. With our base in Bengaluru, India's tech capital, we develop cutting-edge technology specifically for the arts and culture sector. One example of our work is our collaboration with Accenture to create the country's first artificial intelligence-powered persona of the late artist M.F. Hussain. Through this, visitors at the museum will be able to have actual conversations with him and learn about his life and art.
What is your name?
You can call me Hussein Saab, but my full name is Mekbul Figa Hussein.
How old are you?
Want to take a guess? As of today, I am over 100 years old.
Are you real?
As close to you, enough to impress you. Please ask me, what do you need to know about me?
Why are you at MAP?
I'm here to enable art education as part of one of the amazing programs at NAP.
Why do you talk like that?
I'm over 100 years old now. That is why you will find me fumbling when I talk.
I learned much about M.F. Hussain. I only knew that he was a painter and knew nothing else about him.
I really enjoyed the experience. I've never met Hussein before. I've never done anything like this before, and it was really nice. I liked it.
I think it was an incredible intersection between technology and art, and a fine example of where that's going. It was extremely educational and interactive.
Museums and cultural institutions today bear the responsibility of remaining relevant to their audiences, and integrating technology is an essential step towards creating museums of the future. At MAP, we regularly use technology to make art accessible and fun. The museum has interactive touchscreens, smart tablets, digital art galleries, and holographic installations that showcase 3D works from the collection. All of these innovations help us bring stories alive for our audiences.
South Asia has been home to ancient civilizations and diverse cultural exchanges, which have shaped a range of art forms and traditions that contribute to the world's living heritage. The rich legacies associated with the region's visual and built culture enable us to understand how the values of the past have shaped the world we live in today. These crucial histories are rarely introduced in school or university curriculums, and it's difficult to find reliable information about them online. As a result, South Asian art is often left out from dominant stories of global culture. Over the past 2 years, the MAP Academy has been working to address this gap by writing and publishing extensive content which distills complex and scholarly material into approachable texts, films, and gamified forms of engagement. We deliver these through 2 major digital offerings. The Encyclopedia of Art covers over 10,000 years of history, spanning explanations of themes and movements, cultural sites, and artist biographies. Our curriculum is the first of its kind to introduce art histories of the subcontinent through online learning. It includes introductory and specialized courses, as well as programs geared towards preparing learners for careers in the cultural sector. Collaboration lies at the heart of how we work, and we've partnered with various institutions with whom we've been working to build new digital platforms to connect global cultures, artworks, and institutions worldwide. It's through such projects and partnerships that we believe we can reach wider audiences and create greater impact. Our vision is ambitious, and the subjects we address are ever expansive. In addition to making knowledge surrounding cultural heritage easily available, the MAP Academy strives to also highlight the voices of underrepresented groups to overcome caste, gender, and region-based biases found across existing narratives of cultural history. Through our work, we hope our audiences will also develop values that promote a broader understanding of education, equality, empathy, and intercultural tolerance. Our researchers and editors are dedicated towards making a difference, and we look forward to building a community that engages more deeply with art histories and the rich cultural heritage of the subcontinent.
What I found extremely interesting about the whole journey was the fact that it jumped from painting to sculpture to miniatures to murals to all kinds of things which in a way encapsulated India in the last few millennia. And I thought that one of the great unsung stories is about the drape of Indian textiles. So I thought that it would be very interesting to actually map the journey of the drape. So the drape is kind of a sign-off in Indian art, something that I think in a way ties the whole look together. Because if someone can take 6 meters of fabric and convert it into 90 varieties of the way the sari is worn all over India, just think of how infinite the possibilities are. In India, I think for millennia, we just draped the fabric. Women wore the sari, men wore the mundu, or the dhoti, or the sarong as it is called in Southeast Asia. And that's another thing that unites us with many different countries. But the draping techniques of India are incredible. And even when you look at a Pahari miniature, for example, you will see the most delicate of muslin fabrics draped as dhotis, draped as odhnis, draped as skirts. There are wonderful stories about muslin in India, which is one of the most basic forms of khadi. India is the last country in the world to have this variety of hand-woven and hand-spun textiles. So it is something that we must take advantage of. As we curated the journey, we realized that it was not possible to go through geographical locations and take a trip through India, place by place. We often had to jump from one look to the other. But in many ways, that's exactly what I was looking for on the journey, because I wanted to show how we would represent fabric in a miniature and how the same thing would look in a stone sculpture. So that was actually the amazing thing about the journey, was that it took you through so many different viewpoints of history and art and brought it all together under the one umbrella that you created so well. So that was a very interesting aspect for me. I think that creating a digital platform was the right thing to do because it automatically opens it out to a much larger audience, and also an audience who may not be able to feel it and smell it and touch it, but definitely enjoy the artful aspects of its composition, its weaving, the motifs, the colors, the vegetable dyeing, and it's a documentation which in India we just don't have. So for me, MAP put together a documentation process that actually should be the leader of everything that you do.
Museums are not for all at the moment, but they should definitely be. At MAP, we are constantly learning about our audience's aspirations, their needs and requirements for a museum, and how we can respond to it. We want to know what stops people from going to a museum, being the ticket price, the information available, the lack of availability of accessibility features, or even just the idea that a museum is a boring place and not really representative of the public. In order to find out more about this, we are commissioning studies, for example, one on potential future audiences and their relationship with arts and culture, and one on people with disabilities and their expectations from museums. This data will continue to grow and will remain available online for free for everybody to access, whether it's another institution, artist, for the sector at large. Thanks to these studies and the advice received from our inclusion consultants, we have been able to make informed decisions that have been embraced by everybody at MAP. We want inclusion to be a part of all conversations and all decision making, so that it's not an add-on feature, but a core principle in the way we think about the museum experience and MAP as a workplace. Ultimately, our message is that museums must be for everybody, regardless of age, gender, religion, who you are and who you love, what you wear and what you eat, where you are or where you come from. While we've always known that we wanted MAP to be inclusive, it was only when Emphasis F1 Foundation came on board that we were really able to get this vision off the ground. This is one of many partnerships we have forged with generous and innovative funders who have believed in MAP before it even was a reality, and we are truly grateful to all of them.
At Emphasis, we take accessibility really seriously. We've been doing a lot of pioneering work in that area, and when Abhishek came to us many years ago, it was pretty clear to us that we want to be able to partner on that front. Not only are we trying to give a message that every key initiative of importance should have an element of diversity, inclusion, and accessibility. Given MAP is actually first of its kind in India, I think it's going to send a very, very strong message and signal to the rest of the initiatives that this is a showcase for what's the art of the possible when you actually start with design principles that create a D&I mindset to begin with.
Currently, we make use of important accessibility tools in all our digital programming and exhibitions, such as sign language interpretation, alternative text for the images, and audio description wherever required. In our permanent exhibition, we had worked with two artists, that is Guji Singh and Akshata Makashi, to produce tactile responses for selected artwork on display. We are providing different sensitization training to our team, and we are reaching out to the community currently underrepresented within the staff while we are recruiting. Becoming a fully accessible museum takes time. While we have not perfected in each aspect of it, we are every day working hard to take one step closer to our mission.
Me and 10 other trans women who are part of our community or collective, we all came together to see what kind of design would work well, and we worked. Street art or public art has been our main focus of work, main medium I would say, because I think largely Aravani Art Project started off in a public space. These are the streets where transgender people are usually going through discrimination or some sort of violence, and we try to use these spaces to create some sort of a dialogue and a space where they can share safely, they can feel a little more safe. We chose the Bougainvillea because of the geographical space where MAP is positioned. We added the public central library because we thought that was really iconic. We've added the BMTC bus, which was also very particularly colored, which is people see it and they know it belongs to Bangalore. Some of the other elements which I mentioned were that the Paura Karmika women who are really important during the pandemic, and since our community and our collective focuses on people who are not largely in a mainstream, we felt the need to have this mural bring that together on the same platform. I think the mural is a baseline for all sorts of community, the young, the old, people from the informal sector. There are transgender people in the mural, there are young children in the mural, auto rickshaws. So all of these poignant Bangalore elements were part of the mural.
Why does an art museum have events as part of its offerings? At MAP, we truly believe that through curation and collaboration, we're able to reach out to diverse communities and offer a range of interactive experiences and activities. Our events are meant to activate communities around interesting areas such as design, architecture, fashion, food, poetry, film, and much more. Our events are designed to consciously appeal to audiences from all backgrounds. And this is reflected in the diversity of subjects we cover. From activism to identity, gender to history, there is something for everyone to explore and enjoy.
As the most public-facing team of the institution, we are constantly in touch with our audiences and those who attend our art-related engagements. And what we realize is that events are a gateway to getting people excited about the art.
Our vision is to bring art and people together. Through memberships, we invite like-minded art enthusiasts to come together and immerse themselves in the plethora of cultural stories at the museum. We connect with our members who are passionate about the arts through educational opportunities, events, exhibitions, various exclusive access points, benefits on merchandise, and partner tie-ups in the museum. The privilege of engaging with art can be priceless and timeless. We value our members, patrons, and every art lover who believes in this cause. We hope to make our museum and the MAP store both welcoming and a second home for everyone. We want to encourage everyone to enjoy and celebrate Indian art and culture.
Building meaningful connections with our audiences is very important for us. We spend many hours each week poring over numbers and figures that give us insights into our community. Which ad worked and which didn't? How many followers have we added to our social handles? Which events and exhibitions do best and why? I could go on and on. Since we launched as a digital-first museum in 2020, we focused on understanding you, our digital audiences, better. We really want to know what you want to see more of and what you engage with better. We are constantly ideating on how we can make our content more vibrant while appealing to different age groups, what collaborations and partnerships work, and most importantly, how we can make art accessible, relevant, and exciting for all. And we're really grateful for all the love and engagement you've given us.
Our festival, Art is Life, is a celebrate. I'll be back.
Shiva 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 ya nama Shiva ma Shiva ya nama Shiva ya nama Shiva nama Shiva ya nama Shiva ya tam tata gunga tam tata dunga tam tata dunga Shiva ya nama Shiva ma Shiva ya nama Shiva ya nama Shiva ya nama Shiva ya tam tata dinga ta tata junga ta tata junga Shiva ya nama Shiva ma Shiva ya nama Shiva ya nama Shiva ya nama Shiva din ta din tata din ta din tata din din ta din tata din ta din tata din மண்ணாதி பூதமுட வெண்ணாதி அண்டம் நீ மறை நான்கின் அடிமுடியும் நீ மதியும் நீ ரவியும் நீ புனலும் நீ அனலும் நீ இரண்டேழும் நீ பெண்ணும் நீ ஆணும் நீ பல்லுயிர் குயிரும் நீ பிறவும் நீ ஒருவனியே வேதாதி வேதம் நீ பாதாதி கேசம் நீ பெற்ற தாய் தந்தை நீயே பொன்னும் நீ பொருளும் நீ இருளும் நீ ஒளியும் நீ திக்க வந்த குரு நீ புகழனாகிரகங்கள் 9 நீ இந்த புவனத்தை பெற்றவனும் நீ எண்ணறிய ஜீவ கோடிகள் என்ற அப்பனே என் குறைகள் யாரு குறைவேன் ஈசனே சிவகாமி நேசனே என இன்ற தில்லை வாழ் நடராசனே ஈசனே சிவகாமி நேசனே என இன்ற தில்லை வாழ் நடராசனே என இன்ற தில்லை வாழ் நடராசனே என இன்ற தில்லை வாழ் நடராசனே தத்திங்கெனதுதா ததிங்கெனதுதா ததிகிட்டதுதா தகதினதா தகிட்டதா தகதா ததா 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 ததம் ததம் ததா ததம் ததம்
సదంజితముదంజిత నికుంజిత పతంజల జలంజలిత మంజు కటకం పతంజలి దృగంజన మనంజన మచంచల పదం జనన భంజనకరం కదంబరుచి నంబరవ సంపరమ మంబుద కదంబక విడంబక గలం చిదంబుది మణింబుద హృదంబుజ రవిం పర చిదంబర నటం హృది భజే చిదంబర నటం హృది భజ చిదంబర నటం హృది భజ తదిగిన్నతం తాం తదిగిన్నతం తదిగిన్నతం తాం తదిగిన్నతం 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 తరగడతాం తదిగిన్నతం తదిగిన్నతం తరగడతాం తదిగిన్నతం 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 తరగడతాం తతతాం తరగడతాం తరగడతాం తతతాం
డం డం డడం డం డడం డం డడం డం ఢక్కాది నాద నవ తాండవ డంబర్ తద్దిమ్మి దిమ్ దిమ్మి 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 దిమ్ సంగీత సాహిత్య సుమ కమల బంబరం ఢక్కాది నాద నవ తాండవ డంబర్ కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు తరగడతాం ఢక్కాది నాద నవ తాండవ డంబరం కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు తరగడతాం కిడతకు ఢక్కాది నాద నవ డంబర డంబరం తగ తరగడతక తగ తరగడతకదాం తగ తరగడతకదా తగ తరగడతకదా
తదిన్ తిన్ తదిన్ తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన్ తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన కడతక తరగడతాం కడతక తరగడతాం కడతక తరగడతకదా
దింగ దిన్నా దింగ దిన్నా తక దింగ దిన్నా దింగ దిన్నా దిన్ తత్తాంగ తదిగె టకు దిత్తాంగ తదిగె టకు తాంగ కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతకదా
దిమ్ దిమ్ తక దిన్ తత దిన్న కిడతక తరగడతాం తా దిమ్ దిమ్ దిన్న తక దిన్న కిడతక తరగడతాం తా దే కె ట తుమ్ త టిక్ కె ట తుమ్ కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతాం తా
దే తక దిన తక తాంగ దే తక దిన తక తాంగ తక దిన తక తాంగ తదికెటతం 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 కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతాం కిడతక తరగడతకదా
దుమ్ తకిట తక తకిట తక తకిట తక తకిట దుమ్ తకిట తక తకిట తక తకిట తక తకిట తదిన తక తదిన తక తదిన తంగడతక దిన్ త తుమ్ తదికెటకు తదికెటతు తదికెటకు
దిమ్ తకిట తక దిమ్ తత తకిట తక దిన్న దిమ్ తకిట తక దిన్న త తకిట తక దిన్న తదిమి తక తదిన తంగడతక దిన్ త తుమ్ త దిక్కిట తుమ్ త దిమ్ కిట తుమ్ త దిమ్ కిట తుమ్ త
తదిమి తంగ తత జున్ను తక దిమి తంగ తత జున్ను తదికెటతం తదికెటతం తదికెటతం
తక దిమి తక తక జున్ను తక దిమి తక తక జున్ను తరగిడ 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 తరగిడతాం తరగిడ తరగిడతాం
తక దిమి తక తక జంటు తక దిమి తక తక జండు త దిక్కిట తుమ్ త దిక్కిట తుమ్ త దికెట తుమ్ త
దిమి తంగ తత జున్ను తక దిమి తంగ తక తరగడతక
తక దిమి తక తక జున్ను తక దిమి తంగడ తక తరగిడతక
తక దిమి తక తక జండు తక దిన్న తంగడ తక తరగడతక
తంగడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక తంగడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక
తంగడతక తరగిడతక తరగిడతక తంగడతక తరగిడతక తరగిడతక
దింకడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక తంగడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక
తంగడతక తరగడతక తంగడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక
తంగడతక తరగిడతక తంగడతక తరగిడతక తరగిడతక జుడతక తరగిడతక
తంగడతక తరగడతక తంగడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక
తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక
తరగిడతక జుడతక తరగిడతక తరగిడతక జుడతక తరగిడతక తరగిడతక
తక తరగడతక తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక తరగడతక జుడతక తరగడతక
తక తరగడతక తక తరగడతక తక తరగడతక తక తరగడతక తక తరగడతక
తరగిడ తరగిడతక తరగిడ తరగిడతక తరగిడ తరగిడతక తరగిడ తరగిడతక
తరగడ తరగడతక గడతక తరగడతక తరగడ తరగడతక గడతక తరగడతక
తరగడ తరగడతక తరగడ తరగడతక
తరగిడ తరగిడతక తరగిడ తరగిడతక
తరగడ తరగడతక తరగడ తరగడతక
తరగడ తరగడతక
తరగడ
Our festival, Art is Life, is a celebration of the arts in its many forms, from music to dance, sculpture, textiles, fine art, and everything in between. As we open the doors to the museum space in Bengaluru, we take every opportunity to celebrate India's heritage, all the way from the 10th century to our living traditions today. With Art is Life, we continue our work in building enduring bridges between the traditional and the contemporary.
Making art accessible and creating a museum for the future takes a village. Behind every successful institution, there is a successful team that's hardworking, vibrant, and like-minded. And at MAP, we are fortunate to have all of that. We at MAP have people from different backgrounds and different age groups. And what's important is that we have teams that support it all.
Ni sa ni sa ni sa ni sa
This is a wonderful time to say how deeply grateful we are to all our donors and patrons who have supported us in so many ways. You made this possible. We thank all our artists who have given of their time and their creations. You are the energy that stimulates art spaces. A thank you to all our friends in the media for sharing our vision with the world. We would also like to thank all of you, our audiences, who have responded to our initiatives, whether it was attending an art event, checking out our specially curated articles and blogs, exploring our online exhibitions, or connecting with us on social media. We are constantly experimenting with new ways to make art available to you, but it is only when you respond that we can dance together. MAP is not just a space for objects, it is a place for the community to come together, to immerse ourselves in stories of art and culture that help us discover our humanity and make meaningful connections. I hope all of you are as excited to meet us as we are to open our doors to you.